Hey patrons, it's Johannes from Noisebud, and I released the ABX testing plugin where you could have two different audio streams come into the plugin and you don't know which one you're listening to, and then you can guess, and then you can get some kind of statistics if you can hear a difference between the two or not. And today I made a couple of changes to it, so now I have to demo the plugin again because I changed how it works. So here we go. The difference is that it's a bit easier to use. The setup is the same. I'm gonna show you how you root it in Reaper after I demo the plugin. So we'll do it the same way as I did yesterday. So yeah, here we go. We have one or two different versions of the same loop here. It's a pretty ugly techno kind of loop thing, really boring. And it's one of them is distorted a little bit, and I will see if I can hear a difference between these two. And the thing is, what I added is that you can now listen to both the X, which will play A or B. You won't know until you check if you're correct or not, and then you can listen to the A or the B, so you can compare. In the former version, you could just listen to A and X, but I decided to let's have B as well. And these are radio buttons, so you just toggle between these really easy. And when you think you know which one you are listening to, are you listening to A or B? When X is active, then you choose which one you think, and these are also radio buttons, so you just choose A or B. And when you do that, the check button lights up, or it gets visible, and you hit check. And instead of going up and make a new trial, this, as soon as you have pressed check, then you have done. Yeah, then you're in the next trial. So I just removed one button to click on. So that's one of the things that I did. The other thing is that I implemented a very basic wave player. So now you can load two versions. So in this case, I have two files. It's the same thing. One of them are a bit distorted. The other one is less distorted. So, and I just named them AAA and BBB in this example. So we load these two up, A in the first and B in the second wave thing, and then if I hit play, these are gonna start to play. And to stop them, you don't stop the DAW, you stop it by pressing, unpressing the play button in this plugin. So as I said, it's a very basic thing, but the thing that's great with this is that you can now use it as an ABX tester without all the routing and stuff in your DAW. You just load two different WAV files and that's it. So for some, that is a bit easier. If you feel comfortable with routing and stuff, then you maybe want to route stuff in it instead. And if you hit play here, then you bypass the normal input in the plugin. So input 1 to 4, so 1 and 2 for A and 3 and 4 for B will be disabled, and you will be playing the WAV files. We can demo that by hitting play in the DAW. So we play these two loops, these two things. Oh, sorry, these two. And when I do that, I will hit play, and you will see that the files here will take over. So that's how that works. All right. let's do this again, but we're gonna use the DAW for this. So I'm gonna do a couple of trials and we can see what happens in the plugin. I have resetted this, so we have done 0 trials, and the chance that I know which one is 50%. We don't know yet. So that's 50%. All right, here we go. In this case, it's pretty obvious that I can hear a difference, because I got 90% chance that I could hear a difference, and that pretty much says that, well, you can hear a difference. Someone on Gearspace commented on that 20 trials may be a bit much, which I said that I recommended yesterday, and I agree in some cases. I don't agree for something like this. I think maybe not 20, but 15 or so is good. But I think 8 is too few. I still think that. So, yeah, just so you know, do 10 or 15 or something, then you're pretty sure. And it also depends on the result, I think, because if you're uncertain and listen, and you're not, if you're still at like 50 or 60% after 15 trials, then you probably can't hear a difference. Then you maybe have to start over. And if you start over and do like 15 trials, then all in all, you've done a bit over 20 trials. So that's why I recommend 20 trials. It's not maybe 20 trials in one go. It's just that you need a lot of these to be sure that you can hear a difference. Because all situations are not as straightforward as this example. For example, let's do with the WAV file instead, because that is way harder. It's not the same difference as it is in these. So let's do that, and I'm gonna do a couple of tries. We'll see how many. So we reset these, and we start the play button to play the WAV files.
I don't want you at anything less than your best. You at anything less than your best.
And I always try to hit stop in the DAW to stop the files, and maybe I should add that, but it's not in this version. As you can see, I did 4 trials and I'm at 50%. So I guess maybe if I was more concentrated and didn't make a video about the plugin, maybe I could spot the difference. I probably could, but I can't when I'm concentrating on other stuff as well. Then I don't hear a difference, actually. That this shows that that's the fact. Even if I think I can hear the difference, I can't. I'm at 50%. That means that I'm pretty much guessing which one. All right, so that's the new version, and yeah, go download it. It's gonna be free for everyone, so you just have to be a member in the Patreon stuff. So and subscribe to my Patreon, but you don't have to pay anything, so it's free. It's just a simple sign up process, and you're done. And another tip: if you want to start pay to become a patron, if you pay with your iPhone or on your Mac and do it through Apple's stores thing, then it's more expensive. So go to Patreon's page and subscribe that way instead. Don't use Apple Store stuff crap thing, because they add a lot of percentage that they want. I think it's 30% they want from from everything that sells on their store. That is pretty crazy. So don't do that. Go to the website, patreon.com, and sign up that way. It's cheaper. That's all. See you with the next plugin, and have a good evening. Bye bye.